All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the final episode of Beat Bleeds Haruka. Not gonna lie, this show has been amazing, and whoever recommended me this, shout out to you, my guy or girl. Whoever you are, shout outs to you. So, we're on the final episode where we get to see the final episode. This is episode 3, by the way, and I'm not sure why they named it the last episode because I was trying to look for it, but unfortunately I was unable to find the fourth episode. So anyways, we see Haruka and Narika snuck into the castle again, and they ended up going into like separate ways to see who can find the enemies first. So we see the two of the ninjas about to go in, and they all of a sudden a big ass shuriken just ended up destroying these ninjas. Damn, that was like, what the f? And you know what's funny about the whole situation? They treat this like a game or some sort of healthy competition or some shit. And then it's like Narika is telling her like we should split up separate ways to see who can beat the boss first. And she was like, all right, bet. So they ended up going separate ways, and Takemaru ended up watching from the screen, and as he's monitoring them, trying to make sure that they're okay. So the assistant is like, okay, they're coming very close to the zone, and he's like, I bet I'm about to help these girls out. So of course we ended up seeing like this entrance looks like a secret boss battle. And then we ended up seeing Subaru. Subaru is actually one of the other girls that was kidnapped by this Nogoi looking association, evil gangbang looking mafkas, right? So Norika ended up walking into the trap. Now she sees Subaru, what she thought was Subaru, but she ended up. This is a Subaru possessed by a dragon, and she's like emotional about it. She hugs her, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that you're here. You're safe." And she's still, but something's off, and Haruka is not picking this up very easily. So when she smirks, oh my goodness, when I saw that face, I was like, Shaboto go on demon time. Literally and figuratively too, because mind you, and this next scene, oh my goodness, she was a freak out. I mean, I'm talking about freak. And she pulls out this big ass mandingo sized schlong and was going on the town with her. And mind you, she was about to use her baby batter, yes, her baby batter to corrupt Haruka, but of course, Takemaru came in clutch and ended up rescuing her ass because I'm not sure why she's always the damsel in distress. Why she's the one always being the bait. I'm not sure why because Narika was no better, but at least she could hold her own. But goddamn, Haruka, do something like ref, be for real. And of course, she ended up using like these tentacles. I'm not gonna lie, the tentacle scene looked a bit disgusting, in my opinion. But again, the fight was going smooth. Takemaru ended up coming clutch again, and this is after the fact that she used all of these tentacles and her D to literally try to impregnate her, or I should say corrupt her. But again, it all ended up being very nice. He ended up rescuing her and all that good shit. So this is where we get to see the final confrontation, the corrupted Subaru versus Haruka, right? And Narika was trying to confront the ninjas and all of that shit. So in this next scene, now, in this actual scene, this is where it all happened. They were unable to detect Haruka because Haruka ended up being in a barrier where, he couldn't be able to locate her. And they all like a bit, like, not frustrated, but concerned. And even Narika was asking, wait, how was she captured? And of course, they ended up waking up on the next scene, on the next day, now let's just say, they ended up trying to, think of a plan on how to get these girls to be more powerful. And of course, the assistant, purple hair fine shit over there, she's like, well, Takemaru, you know what to do. You gotta, what I'm saying? You gotta drill these girls out. And again, and I mean this in the most literal way possible. And even Takemaru was a bit taken aback by this because he feels a bit guilty of doing this with the two girls, mind you, not just one of them, but the both of them. And yes, of course, we get to the next scene where he ended up upgrading their powers and recovering their stamina, health, you name it, on some Zenkai boost type shit, know what I'm saying? So, and this is the final confrontation here, mind you. So they're trying to prepare for an all-out war, and the city is being destroyed. And yes, all of this happened during the training. It's like a training montage type shit. And Narika even joined, they were wearing like these nurse outfits to make it more like not only spicy but also more, how to say it, they're trying to make it more like like a fan service type thing, that type of thing. So, anyways, they ended up recovering. They gained their powers. Now they become more powerful than the last time they fought the other guys and Orochimaru. So of course now they're more prepared than ever. Now I had to admit the transformations and the whole design was pretty cool in my humble opinion, and I think this was one of the best. But anyways, we're gonna get to see the last part here. This is where we get to see the end of it all. Now I'm not sure why they give us this cliffhanger, but anyways, I'm just gonna get to finish this episode because again, it's been 2 weeks since I posted a video, so I wanna keep you guys entertained. And I'm actually working on other titles right now as we speak, also. So that's why I've been pretty busy lately. So, anyways, in this final scene. And this is where we get to see the final scene where trust me, we started off with chaos here. The ninjas that are causing havoc, the whole city is being destroyed by the Noroitu, and then we get to see the corrupted Subaru back again, just causing chaos, and then she detects them. She sees them from a very far rooftop, and where the moon is shining too. Then she gets to see the two girls coming back for round two. But this time, Haruka was not alone. Haruka came with Narika, and this is where we get to see the final fight. We're about to see some scrap, and I'm not gonna lie, I was hella excited. I was even rooting for these two girls. I was like, hell yeah, beat their ass, run their pockets, do something. So we get to see Subaru telling them, listen. She was moving like Slade, like trying to, always trying to recruit Robin. This was like some heavy Robin Titans type shit. Not gonna lie, I like it. I enjoyed it. So they're about to scrap. And then while Narika was taking care of the ninjas, Haruka was personally, like, she was moving, like, she was trying to kill this girl. And the girl, of course, she overpowered her because, again, she was literally seduced by a dragon. She even fused with that goddamn dragon, what it looked like from the deepest part of hell. And this is where we get to finally see the match. Oh my goodness, this fight was amazing, by the way. And this was like Slade versus Robin all over again, except here's the exception to that. It's just girls. And they were fighting. This fight went on for like at least 10 minutes. And of course, Subaru overpowers her, takes the sword away, and she tells her, listen, you're weak, but I can make you powerful. You can just join the Noroitu, and we both can be powerful and take over this entire world. And she's like, oh, hell no, I'm not joining that bullshit. And Takemaru, before she even corrupts her again because she activated her own domain expansion. This was this show has so many references I could literally list from, because this had Naruto, JJK, Teen Titans, Dragon Ball Z. I can literally go on forever with this list of references. And then Takemaru came in clutch and saves Haruka, and even ended up defeating Subaru herself and the rest of the ninjas, of course. And Subaru ended up, being alleviated from the dragon that was possessing her, and she returns to normal. And she was like, wait, Haruka, what the hell happened? And she's like really happy that Subaru is back to being herself. So of course the nonchalant demon himself is pissed about this, because when they realized they were able to figure out how to free Subaru from that possessive dragon, he was like, I bet. So this is how it's gonna be. So they ended up seeing like this light. It looks like the full entire castle. Looks like the Infinity Castle, mind you. They all ended up being released. And the best of it all is that they finally exposed themselves. And this is where we get to see the big ass armada of a ship. And then Takemaru was like, God damn, this is who we dealing with right now? Who the fuck is this? What did we do to them? And Haruka, in her weak state, she is really trying to, look at her. She could barely stand on her feet. And then Haruka's like, oh, hell no, we about to run their pockets. And this is where we get to see the end of the show. I am not gonna lie, absolute cinema. Overall, 10 out of 10. There's no exceptions. Again, whoever recommended me this, shout out to you. And yeah, I'm still working on Dropout, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, Dropout has so many psychedelic scenes, which I'm not gonna put too much into because Damn, it's crazy. But anyways, this show overall, I'd highly recommend you guys. If you guys want to watch the whole thing, you guys, the title will be on the video, so you guys don't have to ask, hey, what's the sauce, or what's the sauce. No, the sauce is literally right there. You can go to good old incognito and just copy and paste. That's all you gotta do. So anyways, I thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, I apologize for not posting over 2 weeks. I was extremely busy and I was like working on some other titles while working on this one. So again, I'm truly sorry about that. But yeah, I think this was actually one of the best shows I've seen in a while. Not just like fan service wise, but like action wise, because there was a lot of hands and swords to be, there was a lot of fade in this show. And this is the type of show I could definitely review often, because it doesn't just give like the fan service side of things, it also gives like some sort of other emotion side of things, like it's either drama or action or running the hands. Those type of shows I could definitely review in any day, because I mean, I've done NTR, I've done Futa, and this one has Futanari. For the Futanari fans out there, this show, at least the first episode, you're gonna get clickbaited. Yes, you're gonna get clickbait into thinking that there's Futanari. No, I even was surprised that Futanari was on the tags, and I didn't see it on the first episode until second and third. But again, I truly appreciate y'all supporting the channel. We're at almost 900 subs. Let's go. We're almost at Christmas time, so I guess I could get my Christmas gift pretty early. But anyways, again, I truly appreciate y'all guys supporting the channel. I really can't get enough. I can't really emphasize how much I truly appreciate y'all. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh, and also, what was your favorite scene and what was your least favorite? I'm open for conversations, and I'm still working on getting that live stream organized, because again, I've been so busy with other things. I'm not getting like the little time at all to do the live stream, but I promise you guys, I'm still working on it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one and peace out.